Okay, this is the third attempt of reviewing this. If you hear something in the background, it's Jeopardy or the fan. But I finally built Eva 02, Evangelion, Eva 02, Unit 02, I think they actually call it here, Model 02, whatever. But I know it is Unit or Eva 02. And there are some things I like, some things I don't like. Most of the things relate to me and not the figure. It's just my shortcomings. One of which are, I don't know if you can see, some of the seam lines are not perfect because I can't get them to be perfect. It's really obvious on the back of the arm here. That's supposed to be seam line, and I just can't push it in all the way. That is a me problem, not the figure problem. It looks good. I'm happy with it. I think it's a good figure, except for the shoulder pads get in the way of going back. Like, you could go forward, but going back, like, that's as far as it's going to go back. That's the figure problem, not. So if you want to get in a running pose, like how people do is like, let's put the one in fist hands in. It's very simple to get the fists in too, but yeah. So if you want to get it back in the running pose, like that type deal, like you can do it, but I'm not talented enough to do it, and I can't get the arm back all the way. I think if you take off the shoulder pads, you could probably get it back there, and there might be a way to put them in. And another problem, the mouth, that's as much open as you don't get, at least with how mine is. That's the mouth opener and closing. Just that little bit. And this one's mouth opens too. That's beast mode. It would be kind of cool to get a beast mode version of this because, but it has articulation, so you can get like sort of running like down on one knee like this. You can do that. I know on the side of the box they sell where is it? Like, see how far back this arm is? I can't get it back that far. It's like I can't get the arm back like that. I don't know. That's, I think, again, maybe it's a me problem. Maybe I don't have to piece in all the way. I don't know. But I've been messing around with it like all afternoon since I made the superhero comic book video. I finished it like right after that. Because I had like the bottom of the legs to do, and then I built the base. But it can get into some pretty crazy poses, like I'm not a poser, and I just look. That's crazy. So yeah, I did put the other versions that I could find on Amazon in, and the pirates. There was no Shinji pirate that I saw. And those two technically O1 versions, O1, Eva O1, and one's anime, one's the movie. This is, I think, technically based off the movie. I think. And there's also a Unit Zero from the TV show. I could not find that on Amazon, but that was that one. They're all about the same price, though. It's that one on. And now it's got a pew pew. Yes, I said pew pew. I don't know. I don't want to deal with YouTubes and they're like, you can't say certain words. I think that's stupid. But got in a holding position. That's kind of cool. If it had some blast effects, that would be kind of cool too. Like, yeah. Now's this gun, which is that one. Which, now that I look at it, that's built different than the one that they have on the box. The one on the box, it goes into the gun up a hill, the holster. This one, the trench doesn't do that. The trench only goes to there. So the trench should technically come up to hill so that you can fold it in like that. Like, it's the same thing. It's just they edited it out. I don't know. But got that. You got your base, which I did notice it might be me or might be the figure, but once you plug it in, like so, you can stand it up and it looks fine. But when you pull it out, sometimes the back piece comes out. I'm sorry. You guys missed that. But yeah, you plug it in like so. And sometimes it'll pull out the back piece. Again, that might be a me problem, not the figure problem. Another thing, I feel like we're missing something here. I don't know. It stands on here pretty good. I think it's good. Yeah, it just looks pretty good. This is another flaw of it, though. If I want to change this base up, there's these little holes here. And you can just pop the bottom out. I'm not going to do it because I don't feel like messing with it. But you can put these buildings in. And there's nothing to these buildings. There's no detail. They're white instead of gray. They're so blinding that they cover up the camera. There's nothing to these buildings. I will probably never use these. And I don't know, I think that it's kind of a waste of time. You got this stand, which is a good stand. But I kind of wish they would have given you a krill base too. So you can have a krill stand. That might be a me thing again. And this is one thing I have a complaint about. They don't mention these until you get to the end of the bag. And then they're like, oh, by the way, you could switch out if you wanted the joints to be white. instead of black. And then they mentioned that you could swap these out for the arm joints. And I'm like, yeah, thanks a lot. Well, that's extra pieces. But I like it. I am planning on picking up the other two. Or 4, 5, whatever, plus the pirates. I'm not as doing it as in depth as the Miku over there. Oh yeah, we got the sprayed out hands that I had at the beginning. So you got those. Nice painted detail on the tops. We got the fisticuffs hands. Which, again, nice. And you saw me switch out those before. We got the running hands. So you can get them in running poses like on the box. We've got, I don't know, these relax hands or what. They're really similar to these. So I don't know the difference. And then there's only one gun wielding hand. I mean, pew pew wielding hand. There's only one for that, and one in a grip hand. So you get another grip hand and then one trigger finger hand. So there's that. I showed you this, and then she comes with 2 knife wielding hands. Are we about to say knife? I don't know. But that's what these are. They're like knives. And the knives just go in and out. You can get those into, just take that off and put on a knife. Looks pretty good. Don't know why there's a thumbs up part to it. That actually kind of gets in the way of the grip. Like, if it went around to the other side, I think it would be better because it just falls off. But yeah. And then, I don't know if you're really interested, but you could pop off the shoulder blades for shoulder blades. Like, this would go on this one. They have the knife hilt, but it doesn't look good because the knife should be technically like right here. If you look at the blade compared to the knife, and it should be silver, so I'm never gonna use these. I'm gonna switch out parts and stuff. But yep, that's basically Eva 02. Evangelion Eva Unit 02. It is funny that, I don't know if you could tell in the box, Evangelion. They really want you to know how to say it, I guess. And if you're curious, get to it. There's the barcode, the thing there, the website. I think that's everything. Side of the box, if you're really curious. This side has some more poses and stuff. Oh yeah, that's one thing. Sorry. You can open up this and move that, and you get the little tube though, which I can't grab, but it's in there. It's never coming out unless it falls. And you got this card. In a running pose that you can't get the arm, I can't get the arm up that high. So there's that. There's the QR code again. If you, I think that takes you to Facebook or something. It looks like it says find us on Facebook. Eva 02. So yeah, which is, I think the only place that actually says Eva 02 anyway is on the card. It has a nice holographic tint to it. It is like the Mitsu card. It's the same size. I think Mitsu is better because it's actually the anime version of her. But if you want that card, there's that. I guess. And which is compared to this mini figure there. I don't have any of my other figures down here right now because I've been building. So here's Mitsu in the group. So Mitsu is about the size of an average action figure, so it's a little bit taller than she is. And Mitsu's not actually on the ground all the way because she has to stand holding her up. So I like it. I think if you like Evangelion and have the time, it's a good pickup, but it does come with some flaws like these buildings, and this is kind of useless. I know some people might rather have that on here instead of the base, but the base is just kind of cool. And you get a lot of extra hands and weapons and stuff like that. These, I guess, are cool, but I'll never use them. And I think that's everything. So, leave a like if it helped you any. Show you some, get you in some poses, right? I lost the knife over that way. Somehow I keep losing that knife. Let's grab this and like I said, so that I can do that. And I guess that'll be it. See you guys next time. Probably for the Nemesis Prime. Oh, the knife's all the way over here. There's the knife again. If you want to take a quick look at the knife. It's a common knife, I guess. Well, I guess if the knife is the size of a school bus, it's a common knife. Because these Eva units are like kaiju size, so this gun is probably the size of a 2-story building. I'm sorry, I said gun. I mean pew pew. So that's the end of this video. Hope you guys liked it. I'm sorry, you can now hear me too. You're focused on Eva. And I have people yelling outside again, so yeah. Leave a like, leave a comment. It took about 6 hours for me to build. So I know people get it faster, but my hands don't work the way they used to, so that's what getting old and being a teenager and stuff gets you. See you guys next time. Bye.